And with that, here we are. Welcome to today's stream. Gonna be writing some Go, getting some a module written, then get a CLI written, and then probably something else. Probably get some other magic going on. Hey, Chris, how are you? Oh man, I just realized I haven't shaved for like a couple days here. Looking kind of crappy. As we can see here, got a little visual studio back here. We're gonna make some notes about exactly what we're gonna do. Today's notes. We'll just call them objectives. I'm gonna make a repo and I'll put this in the repo probably. Yeah, I'm a little tired too. I think I slept for like 3 hours yesterday. It's pretty brutal. It was raining all last night too. I usually sleep really good when it rains, but for whatever reason, not then. Or I should say not this time. But I have Bang. I swear I should get freaking sponsored. What is this? Potent brain and body fuel. Blue Raz. I have no clue, really, honestly. But it's got some crazy in it. Yeah. So it's keeping me hanging in there for now. I kind of need to kick my energy drinks, but I don't know. I haven't. I did finally start riding some more again. I got pretty bad there in November, December. I was getting lazy. So the other thing I need to do here is make this happen. Get something going on here. There we go. It's a little loud. It'll keep our brain frying back there. Okay. Now, we need to write a module that pulls the schema out of an Apache Cassandra database. 2, need to write a CLI that will use that module to make the call and display the results. That's 3. 2, publish the module. Something like that. So that's basically what we're gonna be doing today. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. All right. Oh my. Screen arm really gets in there. It's blocking up stuff. Okay, that's my mic arm. It doesn't need to be there. So I'm trying to. Boom. Okay, that fixed it. Hoping it's good. Anyway, all right. So we got our little objectives. Objectives.markdown. Save that to the desktop. And then next thing's up. We need another Go. I got my other junk open. Bear with me, project. Let's actually I don't know what is this going to do. I'm not even going to use the IDE like that. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna run with Go here. I mean with code, just to do code. And there we go, okay. And let's just start this kind of from scratch here. We need a couple things in our repo. We need to make the repo though. So let's call this cassandra-schema. Yeah, we'll just call it that. And make dir Ah. There are nuts in there, so let's do this. Touch. Yeah, we'll do touch. What do we want to call this? Which should be the file? Well, let's just call it schema. .go. Do touch schema. Test.go. And then no, we'll go with that for now. And then go init mod github.com/Adrian. There's Cassandra schema. Did I spell it right? Oh, go mod init github.com Adrian Cassandra schema. Yeah. Okay, what do we got? All right. Cool. So we're on 113. If anybody's curious. And I'm gonna move my huge noggin out of the way here. And then, what do we want to do? Well, we can do an initial build. Yeah? Oh, no I can't, because I haven't written a lick of code. Gotta put something in it, right? Let's do... What happens if I do this? Will it just open it? Oh, it opens it in another one. Let's... I don't want to do that. I want to do it here. So let's open... Desktop, download documents, desktop, here. And then codes. What did I call it? Cassandra or something? Cassandra schema. Yeah, that's what I want to open. Should I open another one? Of course it did. Well, okay. Anyway, so we got that. Let's get package Cassandra schema. Can I do that? Cassandra schema. No? Probably no dash. It's not part of the package. Okay. Import. Well, we don't have any imports yet. Let's just do func hello string, and we'll return test. I'm doing this just to make sure I get these 2 bits happening first, and we just work from there. So here we'll do package. I already forgot what I called it. Cassandra schema, and then we need to import testing func. Whoops, it's way too many characters. Test hello. Do that, right? Then pointer to no p pointer testing p thingy. Expect hello. No, I wrote test. And if receive oh, I didn't even spell it right. Testing. Just call it that. Testing. Testing. Receive is not equal to expected, and we need to deal with that. Testing. Queue received. This queue expected. Spell it right. Is that right? I think that's right. Oh! Bald, bearded builder is coming in with a raid. Hello, everybody. 21 people. Welcome to the fiery mosh pit. We are just getting started, so you're here in time, which is the awesome thing, right? That's like the best timing ever, is to get here right at the beginning. Raid something something. Yes, Radu. Hey, Source Scoot. Hey, everybody. How are you? How was the stream? Was the previous stream good? Did y'all get something done? Did it finish in success? All the tests passed, etc.? We're about to see if a test will pass right now. The suspense is building as you join us. So, I'm gonna log in again. Getting good at typing my password. So, let's go build. No? Well, we're not gonna get a test because I already fat fingered something. Package. What did I type wrong? Yeah. We don't need that. We don't need tests. No, I need tests. I'm writing a module, a Go module. Tuesday was a body paint scheme. Yeah, I don't know about the body paint scheme. That sounds like a good, fun activity, though. So, what the heck, right? Whoops. Let's do this. Is that gonna fix it? Can I not do a dash in there? Is that what the problem is? Does it say run package test, run file test? No, just go build. What? Failed. Undefined. Expected. Why? What happened now? So that's correct. Let's make this bigger. I don't know why I have it so small. There we go. So here's our schema. Unexported. Yes, a package or Go module. Yeah, Go module. It's a. I have not actually ever thought about that, Radu. Because yes, it's called package, right? You build a package which becomes a module, and then you import modules to use the module functionality. And a module is effectively also known as a library, right? I believe that's effectively what it is. It's here. I don't know what I did here. I've already messed up something. So package, no quick package Cassandra schema. Let's just call it Cassie schema. Can I do that? Will that work? Actually, let's just call it schema. That kind of follows a Go practice, just naming it something simple like that. So the func is testing, returns test. So here in my test, I'm expecting test. Oh, what is it? Yeah, test. So if received assigned to the call of testing, and received is not equal to expected, then I blow up, right? What is this? Oh. Was that not highlighted a minute ago? Oh, let's see if I can rename that. Rename that expected. There we go. Let's try that. Go build. Go test. There we go. All right. Just standard thing. Hello, Satisant. How are you? How's that end of the country? Is it rainy and 65 degrees? Because that's what it is here today. It's actually no, I'm lying. It cleared up. It was raining this morning at like 8 a.m. and now it's sunny and beautiful 65 degrees outside. All right, so I got that going. So now let's get something real in here. Let's get, oh, first off, new folder, database. And in here, we're gonna add a readme.md, and here, to run tests for this application, I've decided that I'd set them to run as integration tests against an Apache Cassandra node running at localhost. I'm using Docker, but you could easily swap out the default Apache Cassandra that runs locally via a Linux install, for example. So basically it has to be accessible via, what did I do? Move something. Localhost or 127.0.0.1 or z.z.z.z, which is 0.0.0.0 for American English speakers. Oh, I need to do a thing here. What's this database folder about? All right. So then I'm going to do, let's see here, we'll use, what do I have running? Oh, I have the running, the Bitnami. Yeah, let's use that. The example container I'm using is the Bitnami Apache Cassandra v3 container. It's located here. Oh, come back here. Bitnami Cassandra Docker. That should be it. Yep. So this is the container that I'm using. Easy peasy. Or that I'm gonna use. Bitnami container. Bitnami Apache Cassandra image. And then let's create a docker-compose file. This is just going to take a second. Compose YAML, right? And then we're going to go version 3. And then let's hear services. Right. Cassandra. Oh, my spacing's messed up. Okay. Time to bump up my versioning here, so I'm gonna do, Golang dot. Now I'm going to bring up Golang here. And I'm gonna retire this, except for, oh, I guess we'll come back to that. Yeah, alright. This project SDK, yep, sounds good. Alright, then, yeah, everything's a little bit tighter. So in here, the reason I wanted this, because I already have my spacing set up. Oh, I guess I don't. Oh, blasphemy. What is the deal? Is it still doing it? It is. Alright, we're gonna get in there and change that because this is unacceptable. Why is just a new one? Oh, just catching up with chat real quick. Versus the old go depth thingy and all the defense managers before it. Yeah, that was kind of with you, Sadison. Making a package or a library if you want a module set to. So did you paste the the docs in there? Is that what that is? That's cool. Yes, that is what GoMod is. GoMod is the new way that dependencies are being handled. Get out of here, Docker. All right, close that, and then get in here. I wanted to go into. Oh yeah, come on. Yeah, get my settings. Hopefully that'll do it. Oh, there, look, my fonts came in. Ah, and there's my spacing. Yeah. I knew that. I knew something was up, right? Because, come on. That's just ridiculous. Why would I have tabs in there or 4 lines of stuff, you know? Is this? Oh, not now. Just hold on. So, okay, we got Cassandra, and then we need the image, which is going to be the Bitnami Cassandra 3 image. And then ports, we're going to, well, I think we need 7,000. Kind of, sort of, like if we ever want to attach extra nodes to it, make it like a 3-node cluster or something like that, we'll need that port open. And then 9042 is what we'll use for the primary connections and everything. And that enables us to issue CQL statements or driver calls against the actual database. Then we're going to set up a volume. And that's going to be Cassandra. This is from the doc itself. Hey! Hell yeah! Thanks for the sub, Edison. So there we go. We got our volume set up, and now let's set up the environment. And that's going to be Cassandra seeds. This is Cassandra, right? And then Cassandra password seeder. I don't know what that's for, but it's something to do with the Bitnami image. And then there's Cassandra password, which is Cassandra. You'll notice most of these default node images almost always have Cassandra as the default login, or they have the login turned off. So like if you just install Apache Cassandra, an Apache Cassandra node locally to do development with it or something, it doesn't even have the login turned on. So don't enter anything. It's kind of a little confusing because there's not a lot said about it in the docs. Anyway, on that note, so we got that set up, and then we have, volumes. Let's do that. Cassandra data, and then driver local. I had some notes, but I don't know if I typed on it right. Let's see. Oh. Boom. No. Yes. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So in here, I got my database directory. Let's go in there and run docker-compose and bring it up. Detach, and we'll see what happens. Oh, is that really running though? Because I had that other thing running. Yeah, okay, it seems to be working all right. CQL and SH, do I have that installed? Oh, I don't have that installed. That's like the shell to attach to Apache Cassandra. I'm just gonna go with the premise that it's running okay, and we'll try to connect to it here in just a jiffy via the code, right? We'll run a test and see if it connects. So here, do I need anything else here? So we got that started. It's located here. The container is launched via the docker-compose YAML file here in this directory. We'll put our commands in real quick. Docker compose -d. And docker compose down. Bring down the node. Bring up the node for dev test. Okay, a little bit of documentation, a little bit of testing there. What else do I need? Oh, one thing I could do, I could just test it this way. Attach to Apache Cassandra. And Apache Cassandra, localhost. Local should be good, 9042. Username is Cassandra. Password is Cassandra. There's no key space yet. Let's test that connection. 9cat is running, and we have a success. All right, yeah, let's do something. All right, let's do a create table. Let's see, create table if not exists. Oh wait, we need a key space. We need a key space to put it in. Derp. So we'll do create. Correct. Damn it! Come on. Create key space. If not exists. What should I call it? Any input? Huh? Input. Come on, y'all. Help me with some naming here. I know y'all got better ideas than me right now. I mean, I named my freaking machine right there, "Are you kidding me?" because I couldn't think of anything at the moment. So I need help. Anything? My sound is ahead of the video. That happens. I apologize. That drives me nuts. Let's see, I'm going to do this real quick. It's going to take 5 seconds. Hey, Zorch Timer. How you doing? Key face McSpacey. Naming things is literally the hardest thing in computer science. Yes. Yes, it is, Zorch Chimer. Which is why, thankfully, Chris has come to our aid, and we now have a key space, which will be key space McSpacey. And let's see. And then we got to do that. No, wait. We got to do. Why do I never remember how to do this? It's with do I do it there? Equals. It might not be right. Let's just class. Network. Come on, network topology. Strategy. And then data center 1, which would be where we're at, basically. What am I missing? Oh, it's replication, because we're setting replication. Yeah. Ah, there we go. All highlighted. Set. Whatever. All right, let's see if that works. Oops. Okay, that's some success. Now this thing is flaky because, oh, it shows it. I was going to say it doesn't always work, but it worked that time. So let's do create. We'll get into a table now. Create table if not exists. Oh, the other. Is there a way to get a script? Docker Compose to run a script? Because it would be great if I could get Docker Compose to run this. Well, it's not going to be able to run. It's not going to be able to make this call. Maybe I could just get it to run an executable. Meh. Anyway, so we're going to create one table. Just real quick. Create table if not exists. Oh, we could do this in the test, for the test. So that'll work. That'll work out. No biggie. All tests will be inclusive. They'll create and then tear down whatever they need to do. Create table if not exists. But just to show how to create a table real quick, we're going to create a table and then put some columns in it. So we'll call one create table if not exists. We'll need the key space McSpacey dot. Okay, everybody. How about key face? We'll do that key face. Then we're going to do a pk column. No, I'm gonna keep it lowercase. Column here. Or no, actually I'll show y'all. So when you're doing this, you have to do this. Whoops. Come back here. If you want casing to be respected, pk column. And then, whoops. And then we want to do UUID. It's the type. And then we're gonna set this as the primary key. And then we're gonna have another one just called some data. Stuff goes in there, right? It's as easy as that. Yeah, I think that's good. And if y'all have any more names, I'm all ears for more names. And then let's put a semicolon here, and then run this. Did it run? Oh, it ran one. Oh, run both. What? No viable alternative to input pk column. Oh, maybe actually. Oh yes, my bad. I was wrong. So like you can do casing here in the declaration, but then when you run the select, I believe it is. Yeah, see that worked. Okay. So, whoa, don't get carried away. Come back here. All right. Yeah. So then if I do a select asterisk from key space McSpacey key face, right? So if I do that, yes, let's run it off. So there's the columns, but if I wanted to specify the columns, I think. Yeah, see, it's not respecting it there. Some data. So if I ran that, see, it comes back. But then, what I could do is, I believe, this is how you can get it to respect column in the select by casing. No? Well, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I also don't know why this is sending this way over there. Okay, so there we go. Everything works there. Let's add this as file. Can I add this as a file? No? We'll just add a SQL file. Sample table. Queries. Oh my God, come back here. Okay, so then, yep, there we go. There's our data in the database, or our table and schema in the database. So we have one key space McSpacey, and then we have one table. And then if I wanted to drop that, of course, I could do drop table. Well, actually, I'll just drop the key space. It'll drop everything. Key space McSpacey. So there we go. Yep, nuke the key space. All right, so we've got that clear. The database is there. In fact, we are creating a table successfully, and we're destroying a table and key space successfully. So in schema, one of the things that I'm going to want is, let's see here, Move my dashboard over. What's the name of the Corgi? Do you have a name for the Corgi, Chris? Rainbow Corgi. It almost looks like, Party Corgi, okay. It looks like, oh man, I'm completely blanking. Why am I doing this stupidest thing ever? Hold on. This is unacceptable. Bowie! I knew it would come to me. David Bowie. It almost looks like the dog has David Bowie paint on its face with the little red thing. So yeah, I have to do that sometime. Wear Bowie paint. That'd be badass. I'm gonna call that one Bowie paint and code. All right, so we got this, and then we want to do one that's called Funk. Let's see here, DB, Party Bowie Corgi. Yeah, love it, love it. So let's see here, how do we want to do this? We're gonna need to connect to the database. So let's create a little directory and call it DB. Put some, oh, that's funny. The IDE color codes both of those. And then we're going to put in a Go file, and we're going to call it db.go. And then, well, let's just do that one for now. So, let's see here. We're going to need a bunch of stuff, probably. But I'm just going to start typing. So first I'm going to need a function that's going to get my session. The session is going to be for the connection to the actual database that we're using here in the project. And I'm going to use GoCQL for that. So let's do import, and then github.com/ Let's go CQL, SQL, and then yes, please sync. So it's basically like doing a Go build, but the IDE does it for me and just grabs that dependency and vendors it for me. All right. Oh, and then while I'm at it, this is something I usually do first, but since I haven't, I can go to ignore file and get a get ignore file in here. There it is, get ignore. And then we're going to look for Go. Oh, whoops. C, D, E, F, G, Go. Woohoo! Found it. Generate. Okay, that gives me some stuff to start with. And then I'm going to immediately add DS store whenever I'm using a Mac, which, I mean, I'm using a Mac right now, I guess. And then .IDA, so everybody doesn't get all my special permissions from my IDE here. Anything else I should add? Are there any junk Windows files? Any junk Linux files that I should think about? I think it's got the rest of this junk pretty much figured out. Directories. I think that's the main bits. So I'm gonna actually put that at the bottom here. Okay. And let's go ahead and add that to our repo. Get init, get add.get ignore file. And first commit should always include this file in my not humble opinion. So then you never have to worry about it anymore. As long as you put the ignores in there first, and then you don't get any weird conflicts. All right. And then these three I want in here, so I'm going to use my shortcut to get those added to the commit. Get session, and that returns like a Go CQL thing, session thing, like that. Return session. Oh, and this needs to be a pointer. Yeah, because I don't need to shift that around in memory. And then then the session will be returned from the cluster create session. And I need to make that, which is cluster go SQL dot create cluster, no, new cluster. Ah, yeah, that's it. Okay, and then I don't know the name for it. Oh, we're just gonna go with localhost. Or no, we need to pass it in. Yeah, we need to pass it in. So we'll call this hosts. Just make a string. And that should work. Okay, hosts. Yeah. Alright. And then cluster.authenticator equals go SQL. Oh, we'll need to pass this in. Password authenticator. And then username equals username. And then password equals password. So username, string, password, string. Alright, yeah, I think that's good. And then oh yeah, for this, our cluster.keyspace is going to be the system schema, I think. All right. So return a session. So then test should be, let's see here, func test get session. Test T. Give me my space back. There we go. And then so expected will be. Well, actually, we didn't. Let's see here. Let me think. If so, if we take like, I'm trying to think what this is. Cluster dot timeout connection consistency hosts connections page size port try authenticator. Well, okay, we're gonna do this. So we'll say expected. Are we in the? Oh, we're in the wrong thing here. So I did schema. Oh, this is in DB. Get session. So here, get session. And then we'll say localhost username 1 and password 1. Cluster, yeah, okay. And then oh, the key space is set. So expected. I'll create session. And then what do we got on this? New batch, set trace, page size. Execute batch, new batch, set consistency level, set trace, trace, prefetch. We'll do a query. That's what we'll do. Yeah, that's what I think we should do. So we're gonna go with this localhost. This is gonna be Cassandra. And this will be, oops, go back here. All right, so we create function. Nope. Yeah, I like that. Oh, this should be in. And I should put the file right here. Go file, db, test. And then I rename these. Actually, let's do this. Will it rename them for me? db. And then go with refactor rename db. Vector db as well. Yes. Cool. Oh, but it. All right. Rename the file. There we go. Oh, and it got the test. Sweet. Okay, so it knew that one, but it didn't know the other one. That's a pretty awesome feature of the IDE. To be able to have it where it will rename those things in a refactor for you. All right, so we got the test in here, and I want this test to not be in here. Oh, why does it keeps changing that for me? Anyway. There we go. All right, expected. So if expected dot. Oh, let's get the query. Expected. Query. Do select. As date from. Okay, what would be that actually? We need to get that. So new console. Let's do select asterisk from. We want the system schema. And we'll go with key spaces. Yeah, because there's going to be at least a system key space. So that's going to give us, yeah, so key space name, durable rights, and replication. And this probably needs to be single quotes. So, all right. We also need to take this expected session and we're going to defer, close it like so. Okay, so expected session, query, blah, 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 blah. And what we need to do is make it iteratable. Oh, did the session, query, da 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 da. Oh, you're going to set it up for iteration. All right. Should let us iterate on it. And then, let's see here, result, expected, result is a string. Oh, here we go. We'll do this. Expected key space name. Or no, wait. We'll have key space name var durable rights string, and then var replication. What did I call it? Yeah, just replication. And that's going to be a string too, I think. And then we want to loop through that iteration for iter. And again, this is a integration test, not really a unit test, but work with me here. So we'll scan. We'll go with key space name. And then, oops, where is it? Durable rights. And then replication. Right? And then I think losing focus. Twitch keeps grabbing my focus. All right, so we got that, and what we're going to do in here is then map the values returned to the variables that we created to hold those. So that will be key space name. Actually, let's make a type for it. Type. Key spaces. Struct, something like that. Yeah. Okay, and then we want key spaces. Move that out of the way for a second. And this is the one that mine has in it. Key spaces, struct. So have name. Right, yeah, name, string, rights, string, we'll call it durable rights. And then replication string. So then we're going to do a record, and we'll do a key space equal, key space is equal to, what did I call it? Keys. Oh, let's do Cassandra key space, because we're going to make an array of these. Yeah, we want to do that. We're going to do var key Cassandra Cassie key spaces equals an array of Cassandra key space. Yep. Equals a Cassandra key space. There we go. Now it fills out. And now what I'm going to do is write in the key space name. Durable rights and replication. Okay, so that maps it to our struct type here. And then we want to do what is it? Cassie key spaces. Nope. Append Cassie key spaces and add in the one we just created. Space name. And I don't want that there. I want that in the for loop. Right? Yeah. And then that's when we can test a thing. Finally, God. Ugh. If let's see here. If I don't even need to do that actually. Ha! Did all that work to return the values. So I should do a count. And I guess if more than one, then we're good. We have our session is really all that proves. Sorry, deleting all this. That was a total freaking waste of time. Yeah, so then, wait, okay, I'm gonna put that back just for a second. If, let's error trap that. So if I scan it there, that scan is what issues the query, though. Or is this? No, this is the iteration. This iterates over it and assigns the values. Yes, I don't need that. This is executing it. So then if iter dot actually, yeah, let's put all it back. I'm gonna put it all back, and then we'll error trap this equals iter dot close, and what I'm gonna do is actually test the results there. See you later, Chris. Sorry I missed you there. Trying to remember what code I'm writing at the same time as keeping up with everything. It's difficult. Nil, and then there we go. Error trapping. Then I can test the results. So if we say we can loop through it and we can check these system ones are there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's check that system schema is there actually. Yeah, so for key and value within the range of Cassie key spaces. If first we'll say failed is equal to true. Or yeah, true. And then for test though, we basically want to say if failed is not equal to true, it'll carry on, else t.error f failed, no system key space found. There's a problem. No session, no query, no database. Yeah, okay, so that's what we want to do. And if the value dot name equals system dot schema, obviously it's going to exist, right? Because we're querying it here, system dot schema. Oh, let's do a count. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And then count is equal to 0. That's what we're going to do. We're going to count the system tables. If system.schema, then count equals count plus 1. If v.name, let's check for system.distributed. Oops. This is going to be the craziest ass test ever. Count equals count plus 1. If v.name is equal to system auth. Oh, I guess I could do, let's do this. Dot, or this, or this, and this one will be system.auth, system.distributed, and then we want a system one. If I can do this. Incorrect number of system databases. Oh wait, key spaces. Found. And we'll do this. We'll put in the count. Okay, so if the count is what? We got 5. We're gonna have 5 databases. So if count is greater than, count is equal to 5. That's what we want. We don't want greater than. We don't want some random amount. We want exactly 5. So if count is 5, failed equals false, right? So if failed not equal true, so false, we should get through it. All right, let's try that. What a wild path. Oh, go test. Oh no, setup failed. Okay, the Docker database is there. If I run this test query against it, yeah, whatever. It's there, right? Yeah. Let's add a configuration this way. We'll do go build. It just runs. Well, we don't want that. We want go test. Go test. Test kind directory. Actually, let's do package. Yes. And then let's get in here. Run tests, all of them. Is that where I put that? So let's see here. All right, so that didn't work. Let's see here. Go land. Run tests on all tests. All right, that's what I'm trying to add. Go land, go test. That's 23. And please search on that. There we go. Okay. Shit, come on. Sets run parameter for go test in the field before launch. Come on. If I do that. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is an illegal rune. What? Oh. Boom. What does this need to be? Of course I use like messed up characters or something. Ah. Okay, so the first one pass. Name is tag to pin. What? Oh. Yeah, that's wrong. It's here. Key space, not key space name. Oh, yep. God, I did some bad code here. Left all sorts of shit out of the whack. Hey, did they both pass? Hey, Retro CRT, thank you for joining in the Posh Pit here. Always writing code. All types of Go, Node.js, Python, you name it, writing it. And right now, writing some Go code. Kind of a little bit of a mess, but still writing it, you know. So cannot unmarshal boolean into string. Oh, what's a boolean? Oh, is durable rights a boolean? Yeah, that may be what that is. Come on, show me the key spaces. I want to see all the key spaces. No? Okay, fine. Just do whatever. I'll do this one, and it is. Dad, burn it. I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. I'm always learning something every day. So that needs to be boo. See if that gets us where we need. Nope. Field fell. Cannot use durable rights as type string in field value. Oh. Let's get it changed everywhere it needs to be changed, Adrian. There we go. All right, how did we fail? Okay. Cannot unmarshal map car into, oh, that's right. Map. Replication is map. Oh, shit, that's what the hell did I type? Map. String. No, it's map. Is it string? Is that how I declare it? How do you make a map in Go? I forget. Declare a map in Go. Map key. Map string. Is that how I do it? Map string. Yeah? Oh, okay. That's a weird way to do that, but whatever. Are you running? Let's run. Field value. Cannot use replication type string. Did I not declare it everywhere? I didn't declare it everywhere. What's it gonna do? Fail again. Key spaces. 5. Whoa, what? 5 found though. So failed, true, failed, and count as 0. So then counts up to 5. count equals 5, failed is false. So if failed is not equal to true, oh, if failed is not equal to false. Oh wait, right? Let's call this succeed. Succeed, false. Success is false. And success here is true. And then so if success, oh wait, is that how you spell that? Potato quality. Thanks for the cheers. Is that what we call them now? Are they still called that? Cheer? See, that's that like multiple months that I haven't been paying attention, right? Thank you very, very much. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching me and all this Go chaos. How'd the stream go yesterday? Did you get all the database goodness done and wrapped up and working and all that good jazz? It's not able to true. Okay, that seems to be logical, what I'm writing. Still working on one last bit. What's the last bit? And if the rest of y'all aren't familiar with Potato Quality's work, Potato Quality does a lot of database, SQL Server database stuff, and I think you were working on a Kubernetes configuration, Kubernetes installation thing, something like that. I got lost in acronyms. I'm not super familiar with SQL Server from the install and admin perspective, mostly just a SQL Server app maker. Oh, and I did use, what did they used to call it? It's called SSIS now, the integration services, but it used to be called DT something. Oh, KB update, no patches. Right. Yes, DTS. Data Transformation Services, the old ETL thing. And they just changed it to SSIS. I used to love working with that. I did a whole BI project for Allstate 1,000,005 years ago. I don't even know if it ever got deployed, but it was a huge project. Did a bunch of stuff. It was all in this data that was coming in from COBOL, and then we cleaned it up with DTS. Coming from COBOL out of an AS400 system, and then we were putting it in a SQL Server so that we could build fact tables and get some cubes built off of it and stuff. Yeah, it was around those years, something like that. God, that was forever. So yeah, about 2 million years ago. I was working in the swamps of Florida at the time. Sort of fun. A little bit of crazy. It's a little weird working in Florida. Always, yeah, always weird. But you know, I got to go to Louisiana a lot and eat good food all the time to go back home. So that was a big plus of living there in Florida. It was only like a 8-hour drive or something down I-10. Start in Jacksonville. Just start driving. I always joked and said I was going to drive all the way to LA. No way in hell I was doing that. Always stopping in New Orleans. That was the end of the trip. All right, so incorrect. No, it's not incorrect. It's 5 spaces. That's exactly. Why am I not reading this right? So success is equal to false, or is assigned false, and yeah, it's my fave. We're gonna start talking about food. I'm gonna get real hungry. All I have is leftover chocolate at this point, which is good chocolate. Even has the St. John Bridge in there. So that's all I got for food right now. Starving to death here. Oh, it's just Portland chocolate. I wish I had some Swiss chocolate. All right, y'all. What have I'm doing something wrong. And I bet y'all can see it way faster than I can. So my first test passed, but then this one, I assigned success false. At this point, I have not succeeded. I set the count to 0. I start looping through this. Death packs. Welcome to the pit. So I got 0, and then I go through, and I get 5. So I set success to true, and then if success is not equal to true, but it is set to true, do this. Right? You know, I got to get that thing set up too where the bot or whatever, where it triggers every time a fellow live coder pops in and says, yo, blah, 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 live coder has popped in. I've got like the code, and I wrote a bunch of notes on how to get it set up, and I've just not sat down to do it yet. Let's see, I'm going to do this. Success. Yeah, success. It's not success. Success. I don't know if that's the right spelling. Seems to be right. Success set to that thing. Wait, what? Ah, shit. It built the last code file. It didn't update. Why do IDEs do that sometimes? Bane of my freaking existence. See, it says cached. Cached. Anyway. Okay, let's continue. We got it working. It's working. So that's my first gargantuan, monster, horrifying, evil test. Let's see your account. So we know we have a session. It's a good session then. We also know that we have a good database and it's valid. So all sorts of stuff is going on there. And then we want to do func test. The next thing I want is something that's going to do what? We need to get the key spaces, the tables, and the columns from the actual tables in the database. So it's basically going to be a duplication of the functionality I just wrote in that test, except most of that functionality is going to go into the actual code bit there, into the db.go file. So if I do that, let's do key spaces first, since we already got that one up there. So we'll do get key spaces like this, and we're just gonna get a list of the names of the key spaces for now. Or should we pull back a logical struct? And also, let's do this. Let's do file model. Oh, come on. Go file. Model. Go. And then yes, add that to the commit. And then I'm not going to test the model file. That's just silly. And then helper, because I know that's going to happen. And actually, let's refactor here. Okay, that one's not quite ready, but let's move this one. Move to the key space to the model file. Okay, so that's in model now. And then we want to take this and put this in the helper one. Move to helper. Boom. This song is driving me nuts. I really got to get I gotta get some other tunes. I gotta finish recording my tunes that I have been recording. I've been trying to figure out how to get those so I can do them live stream, but the audio is completely horked up. Anyway, y'all hear those soon enough though. Let's see here. Okay, So that is now in the helper.go file. And since it's in the same package, so the test will still run against it. That's that other thing. And that's for that other thing, that test the root. Okay. All right, so we got here. So let's do session. Oh no, wait, let's say key spaces is equal to get key spaces. And then from there, what do we want to do? Well, I guess we're going to want to pass the same thing here. So localhost. I wonder if it'll let me create this from the refactor. And then the username and a password, right? So in here, we should have key spaces, if the length of the number of key spaces is less than 1, we want to throw an error. So we'll do like, is it t.error for f, no key spaces found or retrieval failed. And then we'll do new line and like that. No, we'll just do that. It's good enough for now. And then this, let's see here. Yeah, create function key spaces with stuff. Yeah, all right. So then I'm going to move this though. Move this to, the DB file. There we go. All right. And then we're also going to want, well, let's get this test running first. Is this missing return at end of function? That's because, oh yeah, we don't, I was writing that as if it's the signature, but it's just the tester one. And we want the actual T testing.t in there. Good stuff, right? Yeah, Codephobic does have that. Catching up again because I'm behind. Always behind. All right. You haven't seen Codephobia in a while either, but I've totally slacked on my twitching the last few months. It's been, I've just slept mostly, I think. I guess I did something over the holidays. No, it really does seem like a blur. Okay, so that should fail. I think I had a good time. Yeah, I had a good time. Got to see family. Just didn't do anything. It almost just seems like I just took time off. Didn't really do I didn't really do Christmas or anything. Just kind of took time off and didn't do anything, literally. Sat around, drank coffee, went to bookstores. That was cool. Took a train ride. That was about it. That was good, though. What is this fussing about? Flip, blah, blah, blah. No, that's what I want. I want it, if it's less than that, blow up. Otherwise, succeed. Oh. What? That? Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. We're gonna go fill it out though. So it's here. Basically, you're gonna want to do this. right? So in that sense, oh, we're not gonna, oh, that's what's flaky. Let's actually return a string array. Yeah. Or we'll do, what's our model? Cassandra key space. Do that actually. Cassandra key space, an array of Cassandra key spaces. And then, yeah, okay, so it's gonna work then. What is this fussing about? Typo rename to, oh yeah, because call it key spaces. Okay. So if we do this, and then we get var key spaces, I'm gonna call them Cassie key spaces. Spaces, and that's gonna be internal managed and tracked one. Then set up a session to get session, and here we're gonna do, what is it, S2, S3, and then defer that close for the session. Var, oh, we need to do, let's see here. Yeah, so let's make an iteratable session.query, and then the statement is going to be select key space. This is crazy. Why am I writing the SQL? Come on. Where is jump to console? Default. There it is. Key spaces. Key space name, durable rights. Yeah. Okay. And then, I mean, we're basically doing what I just wrote over here. So I guess let's do this. And then, yeah, so that. Yeah? And that. I just wrote this first thing and I didn't even mean to. This, though. Iteratable. So yeah, that should work, right? So there's our query. Iteratable. Whatever, iter. Okay, so iteratable scan. What's it fussing about? Something. Okay, and then we have key space name, durable rights, replication. This could actually just, let's name it name. And we will rename this to rights. Application's fine. Cast key spaces. Cast key spaces here. There. Okay, let's do this. Cast key spaces. Cast key spaces. So potato. May I call you potato? I know it's about quality. But may I call you potato? I was gonna ask, are you still in Belgium? Right? Or am I off base? Am I off a country? What? What happened to my close command? Is what did I do wrong here? Scan. Something is wrong. I missed. Oh, I gotta iterate on it. Iterate. Yeah? Did that fix it? Yeah, let's see if that works. And what do we get here? Failed, build failed. Missing return at end of function. Oh, yeah. Let's return our goo. I could return it right at the... I guess that's fine. Why not return it right before the error, though? Because you should never, if you haven't gotten an error, you should... Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, I'll put it here. It's like if you haven't gotten the error, though, you should just be able to return it. You shouldn't have to, like, do anything with it. Oh, well. Alright, so that's in there. Now if I run it, let's see what I get. Hey, look at there, 2 passes. This is beautiful. Pass. Okay, so now let's get one in here for func test get table. Let's do this right this time. Testing got t, and then let's do tables. To get tables localhost Cassandra. Yeah, we should get tables too. So length of tables. Excuse me. If it's less than 1, we should get T error F. No tables found. Something is terribly wrong. Okay. That'll go. And let's go ahead. I'm gonna cheat just a little bit. Let's do this. Func test get columns T testing dot T. And we'll do columns get columns, and then again localhost Cassandra, and same thing, if length columns T dot error, just probably do error. Okay. No columns found. Yep, this is terribly wrong too. Is there even a database? There we go. Alright. So let's then get in here. And we'll use the refactor for the function on there. And we'll do it for columns too. Oh yeah, sure. Let's do this as hosts. And then whatever. Username, password, and then we'll do one for this function. So we'll do hosts string, yep, then username. When I hit tab, it does it correctly. Password, and there we go. Oh, we need to fix this though. This is not an interface. This is oh yeah, because it wouldn't know. It's gonna be array of Cassandra columns, and this one will be an array of Cassandra tables. So is this gonna do this? Create type, yeah. Cassandra table, struct. Yeah. That. And we'll start with name string, and then this one, same thing, use the refactoring stuff, do the type, make the struct, hit tab, name, string, tab, and boom, that's done. So now I want to move all that stuff though into the other files. I'm going to refactor, move, pick Cassandra column, do get columns. I'm going to do Cassandra table and get tables, and move that into the DB package. And there we go. So I'm going to get rid of that, get rid of that. We can see more of the code. By the way, is this a good size for everybody? Is that cool with everybody? Can bump it up a little bit if anybody wants it. But as far as I'm concerned, I can see it just fine. All umpteen of my screens here. So let's see here. All right. On that note, probably gonna want. Oh yeah, let's change this. I'm gonna clean this up. So refactor, rename to hosts, and then this one is, what's the shortcut key? Shift F6. Yeah, username. And Shift F6. And password. Alright. I've already renamed. Oh, this could be refactored into like one thing. We just need to like, the query needs passed in. No, this part's unique too. I don't know a way to dynamically grab the columns and stuff. But that's, maybe we'll refactor that a little later. That could be a pretty badass refactor, honestly. All right, so key spaces. And this, oh, actually these two things need to go in the model. I put them in the wrong place. So let's move those. Cassandra column, Cassandra table. We're gonna move that to file model. Wow, how did it know that? There we go. Okay. So let's get in here though and figure out what's in that table, right? Well, actually, before fiddling with that, since I know what's in the damn table, so I'm gonna write the query, and y'all just have to work with me and trust me to know what's in the table, right? I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. I just break code all day. That's what I do for a living. But all right, so we're gonna do tables first, right? Yeah, let's do tables first. All right, so start off with, we'll do var Cassandra table, and this will say Cassie tables. And same thing down here, we're gonna say var Cassie columns, and then we'll return Cassie columns. And same thing here, return Cassie tables, because then we can go ahead and run this and we can like get failing tests, right? We can actually build and get the failing tests. So both of those should fail, and they did. Perfect, like we expected. But now we want to basically, what's our next step? We're going to do this. Yep. And then we need to set up our iterator. Iter equals session.query. And that's going to be that. And don't forget at this time, put the iterator on the end to call the function that will iterate over it. And then what are we doing? Oh yeah, the tables query. So it's going to be select ID key space name table name, and yes, those are indeed in the table from, so I put in too many commas there, from our system schema dot tables, right? So that's all set, and then we want to do var ID, which is going to be a go SQL dot UUID. And then we got a key space name, space name, which is gonna be a string, and we got, whoops, and then we got a table name, which is gonna be a string. And then let's start our loop in here. Iterate dot scan through the iterator. Then let's do ID. Damn it, where's my keys? 7. key space name. You'd think I'd know where an ampersand is by now. Table name. Alright, and then we're gonna do the table is gonna be. Can I do the? Yeah, I think I can use table as a variable. It'd be a Cassandra table. And just please, no. Fill it all out. Just fill it all out. Come on, I know you gotta. Come on. There's a fill fill all fields. Oh, I haven't added the other ones. Let's go to the model real quick. We're gonna add for the Cassandra, there's gonna be the name. There's gonna be the ID, which would be CLI. I'll actually put that first here. And then there's gonna be a key space name. Let's do key space name. That's gonna be a string. And that's actually our, whoops. It goes here. And for the column, let's see what else there's gonna be a lot in the column. So there'll be a name. That field doesn't have an ID, but it does have a data type, which will be a string. It's gonna be a kind. There's gonna be clustering order. Should be a string. Anybody else know any of these? Oh, the key space will be listed again, and then the table name will be listed again. And actually, let's do this: key space. I don't. It's silly with this uppercasing stuff. Let's do this, and then show context sections. Yeah. Save key test to project level dictionary. Yes. And then a clustering order. Oh, there's the position of the field, so we'll do string there. I think that'll get that. So those cover the model for us for the key space, the table, and the column. That should give us everything we need for it. So that's why this was, yeah, there you go. Now when I hit the shortcut key, it actually says, here's all your stuff. So this is gonna be ID, like just ID, because it's the same type. And here is going to be the key space name. And nope, sorry, backwards. Table name, key space name. All right, and then let's grab that here. Boom, is it ready to close? Let's do this. Let's trap, or wait, let's say error, trap, iterate, double. Spelled right? Iterable, yeah, I guess that's the word. In next lessons, I'll learn how to use words. And then this is, oh yeah, it's just not, Cassie tables equals append Cassie tables and add the table. And then this can be added to our other one that we just did earlier here. I feel like there should be a mapper where you can do by name or whatever, just maps one-to-one for all that stuff, but whatever, I'm doing it this way for now. So this is going to also refactor, move to the, not the model, but the helper. There we go. I guess if I set a pointer, pass that in, then I ain't messing with that because the defer is a little weird. Like I have to make sure that the session's holding on to it correctly. Okay, let's see here. While we're at it, remember to follow or subscribe, and you get more of this great coding every day with a little bit of heavy metal. The heavy metal is just pretzel. Eventually, it'll be more serious heavy metal because I'm recording some, so it won't be copyrighted, and I won't have any problems with the spectacular music choice here on the channel. So, click the button. You don't have to subscribe, but follow. If you haven't followed, give me a follow. Plus, it'll do a cool little thing. You'll see a dance. All right, so next thing up. Oh, run it. Let's see what we do here. Hey, so that test passed. So now we're into the column space here. That is the next piece. So let's see. We want to do session equal to get session hosts username password, boom, and then defer that session. Yeah, well anyway, session dot close, defer to complete usage, and then we're gonna do iterable. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying before. Anyway, iterable, set up the session, set up the query, and now do select something from system schema dot columns. Did somebody say something? Oh no, okay. Anyway. One gonna be, there we go. All right, so we got key space name, we have table name, and then column name, followed by the clustering order, and model, customer position, kind, and date type. Oh yeah, type. So type. Type, kind, position. 1, 2, 3, 7. I think that's it. Do I have 7 here in the model? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. So that should work. So then we're going to do a for iterable dot scan ampersand stuff, whatever, and then we'll do column. This will be our new column, Cassandra column, and then yes, fill in all the fields. Okay, so here we're gonna do. Oh shit! I just thought about it. I bet I could do. This is craziness. So if I did column and this, just did like a var, right? And then in here did like column dot name. Oh no, I gotta assign them into a variable that then gets passed into. Thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess I gotta do this. And then close that one. Alright. And then here, set up a var. Name. Actually, let's see what is it. It's going to be column name, column key space, column, actually let's put them in order here, key space, column table, column name, clustering, order, type, that's type, kind, we'll do column, type, no conflicts in, because I think there might be a collision for that one. Type, kind, column, position, as strings, right? Yeah, okay. So then we got column, name, column, type, column, kind, clustering order, column, position, column, key space, column, table. Yeah? Looking good. I moved it out of this thing. This should be here. Yeah, okay, whatever. Didn't even catch myself doing that. So then here it's going to be column key space, column table, column name, column clustering order, column type, column kind, and then column position. Then, yeah, so then let's do ampersand, 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 and ampersand. Okay, I should get that through. Then we're gonna error trap, iterable, iter. How did I do that? Why did it fuss about that? Yeah, just iterable. The thing. Scan here. This iterable. Oh, did I not put the iterable on here? Nope, left it off again, like usual. I always forget that. So that should fix that. And then this is fussing about. Oh, because I didn't. Yeah. All right, now it's cassie columns equals append, cassie columns, column, and that should give us that. If we run it, the test should pass. So we'll see right now. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? It's gonna explode, blow up and shit, right? Nope, it passed. Awesome. Okay. Quick bio break. Quick bio break. Then I'm gonna be right back. And what we're gonna dive into is, what's the next thing? What was the next thing we had in our code? I had the thing on the CD. Code. Objectives. Oh, there's that joke PNG. Yeah. So we're gonna publish a module. We're gonna put it out on GitHub so you can use it too and get the code. Use this against your own Cassandra database. And then I'm gonna spool up a CLI. So that is coming up next here in just a few minutes. So stay tuned, and I'm gonna be back in just about 5 minutes. So everybody take a bio break, and we'll get rolling when I get back. So, breaks over. What we have here is our cassandra-schema app. And the next thing I want to do is actually build or get this published, right? I want to get this published so that we can use it like a proper published file out on the internet or whatever. So let's take a look at what we got here, and see what our next steps are. Yeah, because let's just do. I think we got most of the files we need. Oh, we need a README in the root. What else do we need? Oh, we need a license. We got to get ignore. Yeah, we added that. It's got all the good stuff in it. Let's add these 2 bits. This is going to be this is a single purpose library that will provide the data from the schema. Data will provide the schema information for a particular database. For an Apache Cassandra database. And we'll add more to that after we write our little example a little bit. So let's do git status. Yeah, git. Let's add all that. Yeah, git commit. First commit this puppy already hunts. And git remote. Where am I at? Okay, I don't have that, so let's get GitHub page up here, github.com. And we'll do new. We'll call it cassandra-schema. What do we just call it? For you codes, welcome to the pit. We are just in the process of getting this module that we wrote earlier published, and then we're going to use the module some too and write some code against it. So welcome, my friend, to the pit. I just realized I need to unconcatenate the bottom of that thing. The alerts do not show up right because there is not enough space for them. I'll do that later. That's obviously not important. Don't get distracted, Adrian. All right, so this is going to be a public repo. So everybody can go out there to github.com/Adrian/Cassandra-schema as of right now and check out the repo. And I'm going to actually add this sucker to it. So remote add origin. Boom. Whoops. Git remote add origin. Boom. What did I just do? Oh, I didn't add. Okay. Git status. Git add. Git commit. Adding root. readme.id. Git push -u to attach to that particular timeline of Git, and then git push origin master. Okay. And let's do this stuff. I'll bet that I got the Apache stuff out here for this. Yeah, let me grab this. License, edit. I'm just going to do this every weird way I can possibly do it. Change that to 2020. Oops. Adding the license content to the license file. Commit. Oh, clap! Welcome to the pit. You're here just in time to get this module published. Git status, git full. Give me that license. There it is. All right, we got an Apache 2.0 license. I guess I could license it some other way, but that seems fine now. You can use this code as you see fit, do whatever you want with it. Feel free to fork it, feel free to add functionality, feel free to request functionality. I don't know if I will add it, but hey, we might talk about it and I might code it out right here on an episode in the future. But for right now, we're gonna get that published. Okay, so we're all push-pulled. Yeah, I guess we're ready to go there. And then what's the next step? Okay, so it's up there. It's up there in a library, right? So now I can, let's see here, how can we do this? So if that works, let me just do this. File, new, oops, file, new project. We say go, this looks good, include the path. Let's call this Cassie Butte. Give me just a second here. I gotta move some of my screen around. Do the fixins here. Fixin. Whoops. What did I do? Okay. Actually, let's not do this way. What we'll want to do is, yeah. Again, I'm going to start from CLI here. That's what I'm going to do. So let me pull the terminal up, boom, boom, boom. And then we're gonna make a directory, call it Cassie. Actually, we'll do Cobra. Cobra is the CLI generator. Cobra, that's what we're gonna use. So Golang, Cobra. So did that. Oh, and I need to push the version though. We pushed the module up. So let's do that real quick. CD, I don't push a lot of modules. What did I just call it? Clear. Oh, did I already create Cassie? So move rf Cassie. Good. There we go. And then I've lost the name of the project that I just created. I just created the project. The hell did I call it? Oh, cassandra-schema. So see cassandra-schema. And then, yeah, so what I need to do to push it the rest of the way. So probably let's tidy up this. Make sure that's all clean. Then go test again. That should just, yeah, it should be hunky-dory. So that passed. That's weird. It doesn't show like the individual things. What happens if I do that? Oh, it just does that. Okay. Anyway, oh, and let's clean that up. Let's not ship it like that. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good form. I left that stupid test in there. So there it is. so we're gonna go in and we're gonna actually remove this stuff. That doesn't need to be there. It doesn't need to be there at all. This technically doesn't need to be there, but it talks about how to run the test, so that's important. We'll actually call it, let's rename it to testing. Testing. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit more logical, really. So let's get that in there. Get status, get add, get commit, finalizing before publishing. All right, get push. Yeah, all right. So then what do we need to do? We need to okay, so let's check the mod, tidy that up. So that looks all good, right? Go mod, blah, blah, blah. Crazy version. That's weird. Anyway, so then I guess the next step really is to tag it, and we'll do v0.1.0, right? And then we're going to do get push origin v0.1.0. All right. So that should cover that then, I think. Okay. Let's say that covers it. Let's say it does. All right, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to get a project started with Golang's Cobra library to create a CLI. And to do that, to bounce in here, let's go look at the docs here. The easiest way is to use the Cobra generator right here, which shows the commands right here to get started. So we'll do like a make dir, dir. So let's do cassandra-schema. You want to do make dir, cassi, utility, and cd into cassi utility. And then I'm going to do Cobra init package name, and it'll be github.com/adrian/cassi u. Right? Yeah. I think that'll do it. Yeah. There we go. So in here, we'll want to set up a few things for the CLI itself. And the things that I'm thinking, what should we add to this? If you got any ideas, let me know. So it should call, put together an entire schema, and then hand that schema off is what it should do, in my humble opinion, or maybe in my not so humble opinion. So yeah, so it should, let's do Cobra, add a command, and we'll call it infer, to infer, do some magic that I'm going to get it to do, and then Cobra add schema just to return the schema. Okay, let's work on that right now. We'll get the schema working first. That seems like a good logical place to start, right? Okay, so now those two things added, we should have some stuff already. So let's add a README, and then let's add a license, and then let's add a .getignore file. And then I'm going to actually pull the content from the other, have the other window open with the code we just wrote, the Cassandra schema code. Well, I just closed it because I'm an idiot. Shit. So you open, and then codes, Cassandra schema, and then let's do this again. New window. Oh, actually, no, I don't need to do that. So I'll just keep the other one. Okay, so I have the other one open on the other screen, just so you know. And then this one open here. So this has these files. This is the stuff that was generated. Main, blah, blah, blah. Let's get this. Oh yeah, I gotta import or put, go in here. The cool thing with this is I can just go ahead and enable this. Oh, come on. You'd be kidding me. Okay, well anyway, I'm gonna do it this way then. Type it right. So we want to do go mod init github.com/adrian/cassandra. There we go. So that will pop up, and then ID should tell me, hey, you just did this thing that I know about. So let's do go build, and that should force grab all that vendor bit. Yep, there it is. So we're going to delete the executable. And you can see it pulled in the dependency there, so everything is where it needs to be. On that note, it's your license. Boom. It's updated with me. This is where it needs to be. Root pulls up and doesn't do much of anything yet. Schema. So our schema command and our infer command. So if we do run it, let's do this. Let's say edit. What is this? Oh, neat. It had those for me beforehand. What is it? Can I find package? Adrian, yes. Oh yeah, let's do just lowercase. That should run schema. There it is. Schema is called, and regular ut is called. All right, that looks good. And I think that's. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So the first thing I want to do is actually to get some configuration stuff set up. And to do that, I am going to, let's use environment variables for username and password, and then for that host, so we can pass in the host, the local host. Let's use a configuration file. All right, does that sound good? Sound good to y'all? If you have any ideas, let me know. If you don't want to do this in a particular way, because I am all ears. And again, thanks Peruli Codes and Bald Clap for following. Welcome to the Mosh Pits again. Let's see here. What is next? This is taking me. I just got to think it through real quick. Think, yeah, let's do that. We'll use Viper to pull these things. So infer called. So in root, what we need to do? We will need to. Let's do this first. We need to infer called schema. I'll mess with the docs there in a second. We'll need to do this. Let's have it print out our variables and stuff. So we'll want to do a username, and we'll need to get it from Viper, and we'll set the string to username, and then password, Viper get string. We'll set that just to pdub. And then if the length of the username is bigger than 0, that's cool. And if the length of the password is that, and it's more than 0, it means we at least have something. So we'll do a format, line, username and password are set. Yeah. Else, do format, print line. Maybe we should throw an error. No, we're just gonna do this. Username and password are not set. So then we need to get our database hosts, and that's going to be viper.getString, and we'll set it to database hosts. Actually, let's just set it to hosts, right? Do that. And then if the length of that is database hosts is less than 1, then that's a problem. Format.print line, the configuration file needs the key database, or let's just do hosts set to the database hosts values. Else format.print connection hosts database hosts. There we go. So we'll print it out if it's available. And then what else we need? Oh, ignore key spaces. Actually, yeah, we'll add that. Ignore viper.getString. Ignore key spaces. Yeah. And then that's going to be if length is ignore key spaces. It's greater than 0. We'll do a key space list. And we're going to split what's in there, because we'll do a comma separated list of any key spaces we don't want this to list out. Okay, so like the system ones, we can just ignore those. We don't really need to look at those all the time. We would only prospectively want to see our key spaces, the key spaces that we've created, the databases that we've created in the database, right? So let's do that. Let's split them. Do a little comma separated list. 4K is equal to range of key space list. Let's do format.print f ignoring key spaces as listed. Oh, ignoring listed key spaces. Slash n and then oh wait, I'm there. Boom. There we go. And then format.printf key space. Well, just do four and new line. We'll list out key. Oh, whoops, where did that sucker B. Let's trim it too. Strings.trim B. White space. I should take it off both sides. I think that'll work for us. And then we say else. Format print line. No key spaces are set to be ignored. All right, so now we got to get those in there. We need. Well, first let's put a config file in, right? That'll list the stuff out. Just call it file Cassie. Come on. What the hell? File cassie.yaml. Or I'll do YAML. Oh, and I wanted to dot it. There we go. Okay, so YAML file. And then we want to do database hosts. And we'll just put in localhost. And then ignore key spaces. And we'll do system.schema, system auth, DSC security, then system distributed, system traces, and system. There's 6, right? 6. Oh, we did that. Oh, I didn't include traces in the other. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. I can add those later. Of course, I think of them now. And I need them. Okay, so those are in there. What is next? Oh, yes. To run these, we need to have our environment variables set. So in this, of course, you go into your bash profile if you want to set them in your local environment. But in here, we'd want to set them to, oh, I have them. Oh, this must have been the thing. I hacked around with this idea a little earlier, so I got the settings. Weird. So anyway, we need Cassie_UN, Cassie_PW, and they're both set to Cassandra because it's the same database again that we're using here for this particular test. Of course, if you get your own database set up, you'd have to put in your host IPs under host, and then your username and password. All right, so all that's in there. Then we need to set up this stuff. I don't ever remember what this crap does. So let's do that. Okay. And that should still build. So if we just do Cassie U. Oh yeah, let's take out. Clean up all this stuff for me. Optimize imports. That is correct. Those. Yep. Okay. And then do I got Viper in here? Yeah, Viper got added. So ID added that. So the next thing we want to do is get this stuff initialized in a way that we will read the stuff in. So what we want to do first, oh yeah, and there's always a, it generates, yeah, configuration file. I don't really need that comment. So it's fussy. Oh yeah, sort imports. Ah, beautiful. Okay. And then, oh, this is, oh, it didn't put, then Aaron at thrashingcode.com. I guess my generator template isn't set up. You can set up a generator template for Cobra, so it'll put the correct blurb at the top for every single file. Then you got all your copyright stuff. Okay, so going through here, this stuff, don't want it either. That's wired up correctly. This is wired up correctly. Now I just need to initialize variables, which will be, okay, so I need a configuration file, config file, which is going to be equal to cassi.yaml. That's what I named it. And then I need to do viper set config file to config file. Okay. And then, oh yeah, let's go ahead and set viper.set type. And that is going to be YAML. Now you can use JSON. I think you can even use XML natively with Viper. It knows how to deal with all sorts of that stuff. So then we want to do automatic environment variables. And we want to set our prefix to Cassie, because I put big Cassie letters in there. These things will be auto uppercased. So if you set them as environment variables, they need to be uppercase. So, but in here, we can just say set environment prefix. I'm going to say Cassie, and then viper dot bind environment, and then one for username, and then one for password. And as noted, Cassie is the prefix. So when you put the environment variable in there, like we did here for this particular run, boop, you will see Cassie underscore UN, Cassie underscore PWA. The underscore is just an ignored part of the prefix. Everything after that, though, is the actual bound environment variable, like right here. And then let's do a little error trap here. Say if error on any of this stuff for viper.read in config during the read in config. Then error nil will handle it. So format print line. Did it do it right? Read in configuration file. Bump, 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 bump. And then percent E. And then viper.config file used. Okay, so that should, I think, we got still some heapses. Viper.read config file. Why is it blowing up? Why is it saying that? Read, oh, read config file. No. Read in, read something. Read in config. Yeah, that's what it is. This is. Ow! Shoot, I did that again. Username. Password. Now let's try. Boom. Oh, whoops. That host here. Boom! There we go. So there's our ignored key spaces, configuration, username and password are set. Okay. And this didn't work. Oh, I know what I did. I used print line, needs to be F. And also let's put in this. There we go. Okay, so now if I run that, should be good, and we have our configuration file, right? Yep, okay. Beautiful. So now let's go in and make sure casschema has the same stuff set up. We got username and password, that's good. And then right there we got schema is being called. So it's calling the schema bit here. And there's where that's being called. Okay. And this is specific for the subcommand. We can do patches, switches, etc. And there, patches, switches, whatever you need. But we're just calling schema. We're going to call schema directly. Right now, all it does is it prints out this one little bit, and that's it. But what we want to do here is we're going to actually print out the actual schema. So thinking about that. So actually, let's just get a call to, let's just call that dependency. Let's do that. So it's out there on GitHub. So let's include it. Import github.com/adrian/casschema, and then let's get that, sync it. So sync packages. Could do this too. Go build, sync. Will that pull it in? Okay, there goes schema, and there's our version 0.1.0, and it's going to add this to the module file. It's going to add it to the module file. Oh wait, maybe it's not used, so don't go extracting, downloading, extracting. Derp. Oh, don't do that. Whatever you just did. Yeah, let's just do this. Sync packages. What found, but does not include. What? That's stupid. Oh dear. What do I need to do next? Oh, it's called, we didn't call it that, we called it B. So I tagged it, I pushed it. Yeah, so what was it? It was called, well, here's the actual project. Let's get the testing in there, the DB in there. So the package is, DB. Let's call this cassandra-schema. Or no, let's call it cassandra-schema. I just nuked all that. Oh yeah, because it's all over the place. Let's actually go back and let's do this with a refactoring tool like a person. That's smart. Rename. So we'll call it Cassandra schema. I don't know what the name. Okay, so we did that, and then let's go through the little bits here and push that up there again. So we have git push origin 1.1, and then git add. Change the actual package name to cassandra-schema. Push, git tag. And git push. Origin tag. How did I do it before? What the? then let's bounce into here and let's try to get this again. Mod. Right, let's do. So if I go here though, where's my Chrome? There we go. Cassandra-schema. Why is it not? Oh, we need to do that too. There we go, so Cassandra-schema. Oh, that's what I need to do, probably. One, let's see about this. It's at oops. So then Cassandra-schema. Oh, maybe that. Clearly, I don't know how to do this. Terminal prompts disabled. Cannot read username for. Anybody know how to fix this? Nope. Yeah, I think we're trailing off on this one. We're gonna have to come back to it. We tried to get a stretch goal here and call it, but I don't think I've published the module correctly. I've missed something. Something key. So yeah, we'll leave off here and then come back to it. Rename that again. I want to. Will this work? Cassandra-schema. Oh, well, let me do that. So let's do that. And then add. Oops. Push and then get tag. Oh yeah, B0.1.1, 2, and then get push port origin B0.1.2. Oh, it removed it. GitHub.com. messed up the name. Oh, shoot. It probably needs a root bit, right? Like a root main module, whatever. Yeah, we'll get that corrected and fix it in the next session. For now, though, it is 4:53 p.m. on Tuesday, and I'm gonna wrap this sucker up. So I hope everyone has had a great day. Good time on the session. We got a lot done today. We wrote a lot of code. Got some queries done. Worked with Apache Cassandra. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully there's some reference material in there. Feel free to do some screen grabs or something, you know. For now, though, let's see if there is someone else to raid at the moment, right? Because that's what we should do. We should raid somebody. Who in the world is out there doing stuff? Let's raid Program. That's what we're gonna do. Here, how do I do this again? Raid Program. So on that note, everybody have a blast, and I am out of here.
Discover automatically matches all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year. Dollar for dollar. Millions of people a year get their cash back matched. What are you waiting for? Unlimited cash back match, only from Discover.